everyone. Now we're going to answer two more questions involving the Pythagorean theorem. This question asks us to state if each triangle is a right triangle. Well, the Pythagorean theorem only works if your triangle is a right triangle. So, if we plug in all our values and we get something that's equal to each other, such that, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, then we do have a right triangle. And if we plug in values such that c squared is not equal to a squared and b squared, then it's not a right triangle. So let's start with our first one. If we were to have a right angle, it would probably be there. And remember, our value across from the right angle is our c squared. So that's going to be our c squared value, the square root of 18. And remember, since it's c squared and our regular c value is the square root of 18, we have to square the square root of 18. Similarly, we take the square root of 5, square that, plus 3 squared. Well, what is the square root of the square root of 5? In fact, it just cancels out. So the square root of the square root of 5 is just 5. We know the square root of 3, hopefully, is 9. And similarly, the square root of 18 squared is just 18. Well, is 5 plus 9 equal to 18? 5 plus 9 is 14. And is 14 equal to 18? Well, absolutely not. So number 3 is not a right triangle. Not a right triangle. Alright, so now let's check 4. Well, for 4, we have our c value is going to be what's opposite to the right angle. So the right angle would be there. So we have 16 squared equal to 15 squared plus the square root of 31 squared. Alright, well, the square root of 31 squared, that's easy. That's just 31. 15 squared, 15 times 15 is 5 times 5, 25. So you bring the 5 down, bring up the 2. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. Bring down a 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Add up all your values. So you get 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. So you get a 2. Bring the 1. 1 and 1 is 2. So you get 225. So we have 31 plus 225 equals 16 squared, which is just 16 and 16. 6 and 6 is 36. So you bring the 6 down, carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Bring a 0 down. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. And you get 1 plus 1 is 2. So you get 256. Well, are these two things equal to each other? Well, 31 plus 225, well, 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. You still have the 2 in the hundreds place. Looks like they're equal, so yes. Number 4 is definitely a right triangle.